Mr. Inquisitive says, he says, fact CGA. He says, you can't give a woman too much. It backfires. That's Mother Nature playing a trick on a man. I've also learned that a woman will accept whatever you give them, but overextending yourself never ends well. They begin to resent it. He says, I reward good behavior, and that's it. Day to day. Okay, day to day. The best way to deal with a woman is day to day. If you overextend yourself to a woman and bend over backwards, she is going to resent it. She will take it for granted. Write this down, gentlemen. We're telling you, if you're dealing with women, day to day. Okay, give them day to day. Give them their lunch money. Here's your motherfucking lunch money for the day. Here's your motherfucking lunch money for the day. Here's your lunch money for the day. That's what you got to do with them. If you give them overextend and say, here's a castle that I built with my bare hands, she will take a shit on you. Not that she will. Let me rephrase that. She has the ability to shit on you and say you did nothing. And I've seen this even in my own life. I don't want to use anecdotal evidence. I know an older couple. The guy is now dead, and the woman is probably dead too. But I've lost contact with them over the last 10 years. But this dude built a house for his family. And it wasn't while I was around. All right. They were old by the time I've known. But they had this fantastic mansion in Orange County. Big ass house, 6 bedrooms. All the family grew up in this house. From what I heard, he built it himself. He built it himself. But he didn't build it with his hands. He built a business that business built that house. And he mapped the house out. He built it to the specs of the wife. Now, by the time I entered into their relationship, they were already old. So the kids were already old. Some of these kids already started families of their own. But the house was the central part of all family events. So the family would go, and that was the center because it was a massive house. Gentlemen, I saw nothing but disrespect for that man. I've never seen that woman once respect him in the time I was there. Now, I don't know what happened in their relationships, but it was like he did nothing. It was like he did nothing. And I was like, damn, this is how this nigga going out the last 20 years of his life. She hated that man. And any chance she got to disrespect him, demean him, she did. Did she leave? No. She stayed up under that house, up under that roof, and just gave that ninja hell. And I was like, damn, bruh. Like, if I built this, bruh, like, I would expect a woman to be like, thank you, king, forever. What race? White. White. White folk. Typical white folk shit.
Where the white women at?
Guys, that's typical white woman shit. You're not going to get much more than that from white women. That's what they do. All right. They're not loyal to anybody but themselves. So that's typical white woman shit. Dude, no respect for this guy. I was like, damn, had that nigga out in the garage. It was like cold work. I was like, damn, bro, I could never. And remember, somebody mentioned Adrian Brody. Why do you think that happens? Because, again, we'd say this. This happens because you're only as good as your last day. Okay, you're only as good in coaching. They say you're only as good as your last win. Like, you could win the NCAA championship. Next year, you go 15-14, no good, coach. Okay, you're no good, coach. You know what? If you look at it, in the NBA, 4 out of the last 6 coaches that won NBA championships do not coach that team currently. Look it up. 4 out of the last 6 NBA championship coaches do not coach that team that won the championship. And that's in motherfucking the last 6 teams that won it. This is how men work. This is how it works for guys. You're only as good as your last win. And the Denver Nuggets just fired their motherfucking coach. And he won the championship. Was that last year? Like, that's how men's lives are. We built the house 25 years ago, 30 years ago. That don't mean shit today. That don't mean nothing today. Okay, so whatever happened in between all that, that's what matters. But you still living under that house. Dude, as a man, you better understand this. Write this down. You're only as good as your last day. We always say pussy points. All right, where a guy says, I'm going to do something for my wife and I'm going to get points. You better cash them points in tonight. Cash them in tonight. Because if you wait a week and say, remember them points that I earned from last week, she's going to be like, you should have used them points up. Them points are gone. Them points have expired. Okay, so you better realize this as a man. This includes your kids. This includes your parents. You're only as good as your last day, your last win. What did you do lately? Nothing. You did that 25 years ago. You still want points for that shit? Okay, you don't get points for that. That was what you were supposed to do. Now, somebody mentioned the other guy that built the castle for that woman and she dipped on him. All right. Was it Adrian Brody? I covered this real quick. Adrian Brody bought this woman, Elsa Pataki. I've covered the story before. Bought her a castle. Literally now, again, she took the photo shoot. She was all in the videos. He bought her a castle. You know what she said? She said, man, fuck that castle. And went to Chris Hemsworth. Dumped him and said, I really didn't like that castle anyway. That castle was about him more than it was about me. Fuck that castle. And then she went to a bigger, better, stronger, faster man. It doesn't matter. Look at Tiger Woods. He got a whole leftover woman. So if you think it's hard out here for you, and you think the money is going to give you a better position to get the woman to comply under marriage conditions, I'm going to impress her. I'm going to give her the world because I got the money to do so. No, sir. It doesn't work like that, man. The money and the leverage only works when you don't marry, number one, or don't give her kids, number two, and you keep her ass on a tight leash and give her a day to day. I'm going to pay your ass day to day. He still lost his bitch for Thor. Giga Chad. Man, just letting you know, man, this is just the nature you're playing with. So Mr. Inquisitive is telling you, man, this is the nature you're playing with. This is the cruel game you play with, and nobody is immune to it. No man. Millionaire, billionaire, don't matter. Now, the leverage and options you have, you can start telling them to get on type of shit and agree to certain things. That only matters for a short period of time. Once that trial period is gone and she no longer wants to comply, it's over. And then the less you have invested in her in terms of children, marriage, the easier it is for you to go, okay, go. All right, bye. Right, the less emotions you put into this, you think that she's going to reward you. The less emotions you put in this, then you can be like, okay, go fly. Fly, birdie, fly. And get you a new one in there. Use her ass for a temporary piece of time. All right, when she crash out, fly, baby, fly. Man, fly, baby, fly. But don't think you going to come out here and I'm going to give my woman the sun, the moons, the whole, what's my brother's name? Dr. BOA. Giving you that baby face. I'll give you the world. All right. And all the things you do, and even more. The sun, the moon, and the stars, and the shadows, and the lightning. Do not do that, brothers. You will not get rewarded for that. These women are temporary. They're like underwear. Women are like underwear, bro. They just like underwear. Sometimes you can wear them for a couple of days and get away with it. Right? You know what I mean? You're like, I'm still wearing these drawers from 2 days ago. Maybe I'll take a shower and change these, and then nobody notices. But sometimes you done went to play basketball, you done worked out, and then you put the same drawers on, somebody's going to notice. All right? And you might have to get rid of them bitches. All right? Take a shower. Change them up. They like drawers out here. That's how I use them. I'm like, you guys like drawers. All right? I can't even be giving y'all all this shit. expecting shit back in return. All right, yo, bruh. They fair weather. They fickle. And I'm just ladies, I'm just describing. You do not get offended. I've just offended everybody today. I'm offending everybody, and the ladies are now offended. Not me. Not me, coach. All right, show me your wedding ring. All right, you ain't got no wedding ring. This is what you're going to do.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Shut up. You're 44 with no wedding ring, and you're saying not me, coach. Like you're a diamond in the rough. You're not. You a goddamn potato in a potato sack. All right, collecting maggots and all kind of roots and vines. You're just another potato in a potato sack. All right, be quiet and listen to me and learn. All right, that's all I want you to do. Don't sit up here and not me. I don't know women like that. Just be quiet. Just like the pro blacks, be quiet. I don't got no time to explain why y'all niggas are still poor after 160 years of freedom. I don't have time to explain this shit because I have a show to do. If you're offended, fix your circumstances. I ain't gonna fix it. All this goddamn information you got out here and niggas are still in Memphis poor. What do you want me to do about this? You got all the answers. I gave you the answers to the test. You still want me to feel sorry for you niggas. I can't. I can't feel sorry for everybody. This is not a pity party of 150. I got 2,000 people in here and you want me to pity all of your bullshit. I pity the fool. Right here. MC Hamster says Barack